Clark Salt Lake Express and the airport shuttle have merged and become one.
So we still have doorstep service, and it's about the same price as it was before. Our focus now is to try to provide as many opportunities for people who need to have the ability to get to and from Salt Lake when they want. They don't want to wait at the airport for 2 hours. They also don't want to be driving around the valley when they get here.
And you bring us to a location that leaves on time.
We'll have another vehicle take you here to save time comfortably, and that main vehicle goes 12 times a day on schedule, both leaving the valley and coming back.
Then went down 27-7, got it to 27-14, and then gave up a 90-yard kick return for a touchdown, and that really put the brakes on a Logan comeback. Now they've got 10.5 minutes and 28 points to overcome. That one's complete to Artist, about 3 yards. 3-2 Artist on that 3-yard catch, 2 catches for 24 yards. Falk underneath to Compton on that little screen.
Compton does a good job snatching that out of the air before he gets pummeled.
85 yards for Compton on 11 catches. I think you'd give it to, probably give the clean the sink to him.
Yep.
Because he does have 11 catches for 85 yards and a touchdown, and he's broken the state record for most receptions in a season. He's broken it by a lot. Falk keeps it on 3rd down, runs up the middle, takes a wallop, but he picks up 8 yards.
That's some tough running, takes a couple of wallops. What's the plural of wallop?
Wallopi.
That's exactly right.
Falk needed 10 receptions to tie the state, or completions to tie the state record. He's got 20 completions, the state record for a year, completions in a year. 3-man rush. Falk throws another pick. It was tipped up there by big number 58, Emmett Taylor, and then it was Moe that came up with it.
Tyus Moe came back with a vengeance after that injury went out in the first half, and now he's had a big second half. Boy, Emmett thinks he should have had that interception.
Yeah, if he snags that, he's not going to stop until Hiram. Lloyd still the quarterback for Timpview. New running back. And a 9-yard pickup by Tu'ua.
Picks up 9 on the 20, 2nd and 1.
Well, we're going to get a big dose of the running backs of Timpview to wrap this game up.
Kainoa, Tu'ua, Charles Tu'ua, Kendall Tu'ua.
That was Kendall.
Yeah, there's 3 of them. A trio of Tu'as. There's not Tu'ua, there's Tria.
Stop.
It's 42-14.
That's true. We got to talk about something. At least we're not going to break out and sing the SpongeBob's theme like we did.
Braden Galland on the
hockey game a while ago.
Who's we? I don't think I was there for that.
I'm pretty sure you were. You started it, as a matter of fact.
Galland does not pick up the first down. Galland's had 3 straight rushes that have gone for 0 yards. 5 carries, 11 yards for Galland. Lloyd has 5 for 67 and a touchdown. Aspinall 15 for 76. Tu'ua 1 for 9. 3rd and 1. Here they come with that A-gap blitz again. Lloyd has his man, and he leads him just a little too much. It was Galland, and there wasn't anybody out in the flat with him. You know, it comes to a point when you're a defensive coordinator, you've got to start trying to make a play on defense, and you start sending guys and blitzing guys and trying to make plays to make something happen. And then you give things up and you hope that everything turns out okay, and that time it did. The time before when Lloyd ran for the touchdown, it didn't. Here's Brady. Again, a sure tackle by Timpview. They have not missed tackles today.
Really impressed with their fundamentals, blocking and tackling. They play good, solid fundamental football. And doesn't hurt that they're all 250 and bigger. Must be something in the water there in the Timpview district. Or not.
Compton in motion. They're going to throw it out there to Compton. Now that's a play that's worked well for him all year, where you get him out to, one-on-one with somebody and make the play. It hasn't worked ever today. That's a minus 1 yard on that one. And it's because Timpview they can't make that Timpview guy miss. Compton's got 3 of his receptions have gone for minus yardage.
He's been the main target on that screen. Just hasn't worked, like you said.
Brady steps out of bounds after a catch. Pickup of let's see where they spotted. It came back a little bit, so it's at the pickup of 5. So it's 3rd and 6. 3 of 7 on 3rd downs for Logan. Falk throws it behind Brady. And as you look down there and you see where all the receivers were for Logan too, nobody was more than about 8 yards downfield. And Falk still didn't have time.
Yeah, 4 sacks from Timpview today has been a big deal and really got that clock running in Falk's head.
This one bounces and skips backwards. They're going to say it was touched by Logan up at about the 36. And so they're going to bring it up to about the 37-yard line. Timpview again in pretty good field position. There's 6:34 to play in the ballgame. Timpview cruising to a second-round matchup with, it looks like, Woods Cross right now. It's Woods Cross in control in their ballgame.
That will be a good game.
They're beating up on Westlake. There's the give to Tua. Bananas backwards and a clip out there. I don't think Timpview cares if they commit the penalties. We don't care.
They just want the clock to run right now.
We don't care. We're going to get it. We're going to pick up the yards anyway. So it's another Timpview penalty. Illegal block in the back.
Well, before the game, I was running a little bit late, and I didn't get to have any of our Pier 49 pizza.
Oh, my goodness.
I know.
We had an all-meat one down there. We had that barbecue chicken one. We had that, it's like 95 different kinds of cheeses on that cheese pizza that they bring in. You need a shovel to dig through that pizza.
I wish I had some now, and I wish it was really, really hot.
Pier 49 Pizza supplies our crew with pizzas before each and every game. Pier 49 Pizza, fall in love with pizza again. Or for the first time if you've been living under a rock. Lloyd gives it off to Tua. Another flag in the backfield. Probably another holding call.
I just can't believe that Logan has been absolutely unable to capitalize on, what now, 15 penalties?
Yeah.
If you'd have told me either team would have had 15 penalties of this magnitude and win the game, I'd have never believed you.
Ever? In 100 years?
Ever. At least in this matchup, how's that?
Well, I would have agreed with you. Timpview has just moved the ball pretty well. They've made the big plays when they've needed to. I wouldn't say they've moved it at will, but they've made the big plays when they've needed to.
Close to at will. first down and 33.
Lloyd underneath, has Covey.
Jake Lloyd's pass complete.
It's been a long time since we've seen Timpview this deep in their own end of the field.
8-yard line.
8 yards for Covey.
Second down.
3 catches, 13 yards for Britton Covey.
Big down about 25 for the Thunderbirds.
Second and 25. Clock running with 5:10 to play in the ball game. Timpview 5 minutes away from the second round. Underneath and right in the hands of Carson Robbie, and Robbie drops it. He did the same thing that Chad Artis did for Logan earlier, just turned to look before he secured the pass.
Carson Robbie's a senior, though. Artis a sophomore.
So Mountain Crest and Timpanogos are at halftime. It's 36-0 Mountain Crest.
Wow.
Mountain Crest leading Timpanogos 36-0.
Skyview and Orem locked in a battle. That one late in the third quarter. It's a 3-point lead for Orem. 28-25. That's Tua.
Wow.
Breaking tackles, off he goes. Thanks for coming. Come again when you can't stay so long. 76 yards.
Wow.
And no holding penalties.
And he was met at the line of scrimmage and just ran over the defender.
Orem leading Skyview 28-25 late in the first quarter.
And that's
Look, look how many Logan players were standing around watching.
well, McKay Johns.
One guy try to make a tackle, and that's just not something you've seen out of the Grizzlies this year.
McKay Johns tries to bring him down, has great position, and just gets plowed.
PAT is good. It's 49-14 with 4:45 to play in the ball game. Timpview heading for the second round.
Visionary homes.
A 76-yard touchdown run by Tua. He's got 85 yards on 2 carries. And there's another one of those explosives we talked about. And the second rushing touchdown of the day for Timpview. Everything else coming through the air.
Kendall to us, a junior.
Is this McIntyre? It is. Pops to the outside, stiff arms Eckhoff. Steps out of bounds at the 35.
Well, a 35-point lead now. This 438 is going to vanish in a hurry.
In about 4:38.
Yeah, it'll be real time just about when the ball is set down for play. The clock will run.
That's the rule. Once it's 35-point deficit in the second half, that clock runs and does not stop. I think it stops on change of possession. They call it a mercy rule. I don't know if it's for the mercy of the teams or the mercy of the fans on a cold day.
Certainly the mercy of the officials.
Yeah. Timpview's shown that they are the real deal. Look at that, 2 guys on top of Compton. They see that play coming. They stayed there, sniffed it out, and they just teed off on him. They had a head of steam coming on a 5-yard loss.
Kainoa Tu'ua and Charles Tu'ua. A little family affair.
13 catches, 79 yards, and a touchdown for Compton. Keep calling that play. He must have done something bad this week. And the pass to Brady is incomplete. So now it's 3rd and 15. Falk is 24 of 40, 176 yards. Stop the clock until they set the ball, then they start it. Falk going downfield, pick.
That wasn't close, that was in the triple coverage.
Connor Mendeville comes out with that one, and he just overthrew his receiver a little bit. You're right, he threw it into triple coverage. They haven't tried to go downfield on the edges much today. They try to go down the middle to Artist, and he overthrew Artist, and there's 3 guys there. If you're a Logan fan, I don't know that I would say, oh, we lost because we did this or we did that.
There's no because.
You lost because Timpview is that good.
You lost because Timpview brought the belt out and beat you.
Tua loses 3. Well, if he'll talk to you, I think Taylor Compton would be the guy to talk to for.
He will be the guy to talk to, but I know the answer already. I've been on the sideline for this game.
You know, somebody else you could talk to is that might be good to talk to is Hunter Ballum. He's probably up to 120 tackles on the season. He's got 6 interceptions. Here's a handoff to Porter Case in the game. He picks up a yard, and he's had a great season. He never gets his number called or gets a chance to get something like this. He might be a good player to talk to. He got beat a few times tonight by Raymond, but so did everybody. And he's had a whale of a season, as have a lot of the Grizzlies. 1:54 and the clock runs. And your SAD to Tullers middle of the block sign at the clock, 49-14. Logan on the short end of that stick, very short end of that stick. A new quarterback as they give it off to Tua. Tua on 3rd and 12, picks up 5, and the quarterback was Covey. Brenton Covey returned that kick. That's really what turned this game completely around. It was Logan had scored, they'd gotten back into a 13-point game, and then Covey returned that kick 90 yards for the score and just stomped out any momentum the Grizzlies were trying to get back. And they'll let this clock run. Goes down to a minute and they snap it away. Brady weaving his way through T-Birds, and he's got the edge. Brady finally tackled by Brett Matthews at the T-Bird 35-yard line. Brady working his way through here. He gets a pretty good block right there by Nelson. And your quarterback is Travis Sanchez. Sanchez, the lefty, stands in and then pulls it down and keeps. Tackled by Tua. Gain of 4. Logan's going to take a timeout with 31 seconds to play in the game. Favero's got all his, not all of them, but a lot of underclassmen in there, a lot of backups in there. Rich is still in there. Some, I shouldn't say underclassmen, a lot of backups and maybe seniors that don't see a ton of time are in there right now, getting some chance to be in on the playoff game. Sanchez, the quarterback's also a senior. He hasn't hasn't seen a ton of time this season behind Falk. Luis Velasquez, and Bryce Scabland, a couple other seniors, come in on the offensive line. Sanchez, again the lefty, looking for Artist. Artist has it tipped away and can't come up with 25 seconds to play. They'll set the ball and the clock will start. Third and 6, Sanchez this one high, has the pressure.
Sanchez
Runs forward to about the 34, and then he's dragged back. And are they going to give him that forward progress? Nope, and that's going to be the ball game. 49-14. Timpview advances. Logan season ends in the first round. We'll take a break. We'll be back to wrap things up. Crimson.
S.C. Needham Jewelers is Northern Utah's largest volume diamond importer. My name is Gene Needham, and I travel personally to the World's Diamond Cutting Center, Antwerp, Belgium. There I hand-select each diamond based on the most favorable combinations of cut, color, and clarity. This makes all of our diamonds unique and special and assures that our customers get the best selection and value. These advantages enable us to consistently beat 50 to 70% off sales or any so-called wholesale deals. Come see us, S.C. Needham Jewelers, middle of the block at the sign of the clock.
Well, and that's the difference between us and say a chain that they'll hire anybody off the street and doesn't matter. And not that that's so bad, but here we're trying to give as personalized service as you can, as informed as you can possibly be, and help the individual in their selection of eyewear.
Yeah, that's a great benefit. I don't see how you can put a price tag on that. That is
well,
awesome.
That's probably right.
This is your living room, and so is this. This is season 1, and 2, and 3. This is the big game, and the big moment. This is getting caught up. This is Xfinity TV. This is easy. This is simple. This is awesome. Xfinity, the future of awesome.
Hey, Fun Taylor Compton. Taylor, a very tough way to end the season. Not the way you want to end it all, but man, for a while there with everybody getting hurt, we didn't think you'd ever get this far. Tell me about how fun it was to play this year.
Yeah, it was a great season. It's regrettable we didn't have those guys with us, but we just kept battling. That's all you can do when you get put in hard situations, and we were in hard situations all year, and we just got to keep battling, and that's what we did.
Well, you played your guts out and had over 100 receptions on the season, a fantastic personal year for you. Tell me how much fun it is to play for Coach Rivera, who just loves to throw that ball around.
It's awesome. It's not about individual accolades, though. It's about the wins on the scoreboard, so that doesn't mean anything at the end of the day, but I love Coach Fav. He's a great coach. He cares about kids, and he motivates us to do the best we can, so I love Coach Fav, and I couldn't ask for a better coach.
Congratulations on a great season. We're going to give you an Angie's Clean the Sink coupon. Take your friends out for it.
Okay, thank you.
Back to you, Eric Olson.
All right, thanks, Lee. Thanks, Taylor, for coming and talking to us after a tough loss. Logan's season ends with a 49-14 loss. to Timpview in the first round of the 4A playoffs. You've been watching the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel. It was brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness. Never give up. Lewiston State Bank, your hometown bank with a new location at 3rd South and Main in Logan. Wendy's of Cache Valley. Quality is our recipe. Cache Valley Hospital, your first choice in healthcare. Discount Tire and Automotive, so much more than a tire store. The Salt Lake Express, from your door to the Salt Lake Airport, 12 times a day. S.A. Needham Jewelers, where Utah gets engaged. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's television station. For Levon and the guys in the truck doing the hard work, I'm Eric Olson saying see you next time on the Valley Channel.